Rock Hopper here, and I'm back with Ann from the video you saw about homesteading up in northern Wisconsin. And today we're going to learn how to make Homesteader Kimchi.
Yeah, because it's the end of the season. There's gonna be a big frost, so I just went out in the garden and I got some. I got about 2 cups of garlic that I just ground up, not from the garden, but then some onions ground up, and I got some carrots, and then underneath here is a whole bowl of chopped up kale. More onions, peppers, Swiss chard just for color, and the majority of the kimchi will be cabbage. And I think we have some ginger growing around, so we'll have to look for ginger.
What do you got?
Ginger. Hopefully.
So you grew your own ginger?
Yeah, just put some in from the store, and it's going to be in here. Those are cactus next to it, so let's see. Not so bad.
So that's the ginger bulb.
Yeah, I think there's more in here. I can feel it. There's a lot of it. I'm just getting little pieces here.
Chopping up the ginger?
Yeah, just kind of trying to get little pieces in there. It smells really good. Okay.
Look at that big Filderkraut there. Ooh, that's a good size.
It's an heirloom, a German heirloom. I think Filder might mean field.
Field cabbage.
Yeah, the kraut. It's a cabbage called Filderkraut. Filder. It's an heirloom cabbage from Germany. I got the seeds in it. It grew really well. I think there's a festival in Germany where they actually celebrate this cabbage. They make it into kraut.
This is Krautmeister Ann with the Filderkraut. So you're cutting it up.
Not cutting it up. Maybe a few more cuts. Good.
And in the bowl it goes.
It's not a real fussy thing.
So what's going on here, Tom?
Well, I've got a billet, or a smasher if you will, made out of hard maple. Hard maple used to be regarded by the health and food department as food grade safe. It's a traditional thing that's used. It's very hard and can give a pretty good wallop when you smash stuff. We usually try to bust up the tissues a little bit, and that allows better mixing of the flavors and better penetration of the salt. Anything else on that end?
The bacteria will get going faster.
Bacteria is going faster.
Okay, so that speeds up the fermentation process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Get that juice going.
And a lot of things can be fermented. We mostly just do kimchi and stuff. I had a friend who fermented beans and all that sort of stuff. Cucumbers. Rutabaga.
You could ferment mushrooms. You could ferment carrots, kohlrabi. You could just do kale, whatever. We've done garlic scapes. You know, the flour stalk of the garlic. You could even do garlic. Just smash it up, add some salt, and it'll ferment and be kind of tangy. And it's good for your microbiome.
Oh. You can really tell it's being smashed because the odors of the various stuffs are coming up, you know.
Oh yeah.
And combining, it's kind of cool.
And now Tom smashes the Filderkraut. Okay, we smash the kraut. Smash, smash, smash. This smasher looks like something out of the Flintstones.
We just put some cabbage in, and we're just gonna put a nice little bit of this, the good stuff, in. Oh, this is what makes a kimchi. Peppers and the garlic and all that.
Swiss chard.
Yeah. There. And then we'll do more cabbage, and then we'll do more of this stuff, and then more cabbage. There is a salt ratio in here, but what I've been doing is I've been adding a tablespoon of salt every time, and I'm adding it up. So in the end, we're going to end up with 3 tablespoons of salt to 1 quart water, which we'll show you later. You'll understand it more. But I'm just getting the salt in as we go.
And the water later.
Hey, what are we doing next?
I'm making the brine for kimchi. So it's 3 tablespoons of salt. This is fancy salt. You don't have to use fancy salt. You probably don't want to use iodized salt.
Himalayan salt.
This is Himalayan salt.
No plastics in it.
No plastics, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, I put 3 tablespoons in there. And I'm going to shake it up. Probably would be better if it was warm water and not cold like this. So it goes better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this stuff in the jug to show people like what you would do at home. It's really easy. It's one of the easiest things. Okay, so this is my kimchi. Okay, now I'm just gonna pour this brine on there, which is 3 tablespoons to 1 quart of water. And I'm gonna leave about 1-inch headspace. So I didn't even use all my brine there. This needs to have some sort of airlock. If we put the lid on it, it would probably burst. But this is a silly airlock. But what you do is you just put this glove on there, and as the gases form, it'll just like blow up.
Expand.
You could use a balloon, yeah, expand. But it doesn't let stuff in. That's what you need, is something that doesn't let stuff in. I'm just adding brine now to cover, or water. So making sure that there's 3 tablespoons of salt per quart. And here is the last of the water, I think. So yeah, it's kind of covered. That's good. And so the next thing we do is this is a water lip. This is a fancy crock. You know, like the glove that we used. So this creates an airlock. When we put that lid on there, it'll prevent stuff from going in, but it can bubble out. I'm gonna put the lid on now. And I'll probably, check this in a month or so. I'd probably maybe eat a little bit of it, but it takes a few months, especially since we're in a root cellar and it's cooler. It's kind of a temperature thing. If it was upstairs where it's warm, it wouldn't take long at all. And as it gets more fermented over time. So if you get it to where you like it the best, you could refrigerate it.
Does it taste different if you do different levels of fermentation?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's more tangy. Probably more bacteria the longer you let it sit.
I think it's great after a week and a half or something. But
it's kind of salty then. But it's good. It's good all along, yeah. It's kind of fun to see how it changes.
So you could actually suit this for your own personal taste then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
However you wanted to make it tangy or more mild or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, good to know.
It's good stuff. It'll last all winter down here. It could last actually way into spring, as long as you keep water in that airlock there.
We just made another big pot of kimchi, which we're going to put back there, and it'll ferment. So it's about a month and a half, right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to have just a ton of kimchi.
A lot of kimchi.
A lot of kimchi. So it's really not that hard to make, right?
No, not really. You can make it with anything. You don't need the Filterkraut cabbage. You can use any cabbage. You could use kale. You could use just regular green cabbage. You don't even need cabbage. Or you can make it in a small quantity like we did there.
So you can make it with all kinds of stuff.
Anything.
Anything.
Just the brine. Just get that salt brine in there.
So that's the main thing. The main trick is getting the salt brine in there.
Yep. And smashing it a little bit helps, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll have a Flintstone smasher like that, and
Or
maybe you
use
won't.
a baseball bat. You could use a baseball bat. You could use a rolling pin where you take the one handle off and go like this. You could use your fist. Yeah.
Take out your aggressions.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I hope you learned how to make Homesteader Kimchi with Ann and Tom. Don't forget to give me a like on the video, share, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Rockhopper. I'll see ya.